We're live.
Hello. Of course, perfect timing.
I have to answer this. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Hello?
Hello, everybody.
Hello?
We're just waiting on the phone call and we're going to get the party started.
Okay, good. Jeez. Whew.
Is it a scammer?
No, just like, I am being very popular right now. Hold on 1 second.
So today we're going to be taking a look at some of my vintage Barbie books to talk about our inspiration today and our future inspirations. I got these books when I was a young girl from my mother, who was also a Barbie collector. So we're going to be going through these today as I do an iconic Barbie look on Felicia today.
Jodie, how do you like being put on the spot like that?
I do with it just fine.
I knew you could. Because as soon as we push live, back-to-back phone calls, I knew I needed to have my phone on me because I have to be responsible, but
here we are.
Here we are. My phone is in another room being handled. I can breathe.
Who's that?
We're here.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome to my stream. I'm Felicia, and here I have with me my friend Jodie. And Jodie is a professional makeup artist and hairstylist, and we've worked together on a lot of projects. In fact, I pulled out my portfolio, and the first 5 projects you've worked on.
Yeah.
So Jodie helped me with hair and makeup. Well, she did the hair and makeup for this project, and I did the.
I think I only did the hair on that one.
You did the hair on this one?
Jillian's makeup.
Jillian's makeup? Okay. But still, Jodie. This one was one of my projects, and Jodie did this beautiful hair and makeup look. What was her name again?
Haley.
Haley, yes. Haley was a gorgeous model. I loved her. She did my hair and makeup on this one.
If it bleeds, it leads.
Yep. And I made this crazy outfit, and she did
the wig for the crazy outfit, and the finger waves,
and the clown.
I don't know where my hand is. Yeah.
And then so we've worked together on a lot of projects. Oh, and then I made the skeletons, and she put the hair on them.
I did Kimbra's and Jacob's hair as well.
Yeah. So I was in the art department on that project, which was a lot of fun. So I was just, that is my introduction to Jodie. We love Jodie.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
We worked on crazy projects together, and we will continue to work on crazy projects together.
Crazy artists.
So today, Jodie's helping me. We are going to be working on some shorts and figuring out how to make content in general. And we're going to be doing this little segment called the Dirty Laundry Fashion Show. And she's going to be doing my hair and makeup for the vintage Barbie kind of challenge. I'll get more into it later, but so I have no hair, no makeup. Ta-da! And Jodie's gonna make me transform, and we are going for, let's see, she brought lots of Barbie books. We're gonna be doing retro vintage Barbie. And we're gonna be going for this Barbie, but I wanna find her with brown hair because I have brown hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we want to do the iconic ponytail with the bang like I have today?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and brush through your hair with my beautiful Sleeping Beauty brush, one of my favorites. She's so cute.
I love it. I had one that had a gymnast on the back of it, and I used to use that brush everywhere I went. And then I broke it.
Oh, that happens to the best of them.
Right, because I got used. Oh, we have Knot Top here. This should be fun. Yes, it should be. And we got the 45th crown. Hello, good covering by Jodie. Thank you, Jodie. Way to put you on the spot, but I feel like that is just our work in general.
Absolutely. I'm ready to go at all times. So guys, I'm going to first start by sectioning out the top of her hair that is going to be the bang piece. And we're going to twist that out of the way first. And I'm just going to go ahead and go through and curl her hair.
Yes.
Because we're going to have that ponytail getting nice and curled. So you're just going to want to make a circular part. You're going to want to start at the recedes on both sides of the head, okay? We're going to go ahead and twist that out of the way. That way it's not hanging in her face.
Yeah. I love that you know exactly what you're doing, and I can just trust the process.
Oh, we forgot to put our little clothing rack in the seam here.
I had the shot lined up, and I didn't want to screw it up.
That's okay.
For this one, I figured when we did the actual Dirty Laundry fashion show,
yes.
we would move the camera at that point.
Yes, we can do that. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through the hair and do a quick curl because we're trying to get this done fast. I'm going to be using a 1-inch curling iron, and I'm just really going to focus that curl right down on the bottom of her hair. So you can take bigger sections with this one, and as long as you got a nice hot iron, you don't have to spend too much time on each curl. I'll give you guys a little example now.
Let me know if you need me to swivel.
No, this swivel's pretty good on its own. I just yank you by your hair. Okay, guys, so I'm taking a section about this big here. She's got really long, beautiful hair. It's not crazy thick, but it's just thick enough. Just gonna go ahead and pop these curls in.
Yes. So this is the picture that is going to be our reference image. Jodie on the left and me on the right for the vintage Barbie look. That Barbie has bangs. I do not, but it doesn't matter.
We're gonna make some bangs today, girl.
It'll be banging good time.
It'll be a banging good time. Should we maybe put some music on? Or is that gonna interfere with us?
Copyrights and stuff.
Oh, copyrights.
Not that I.
Dang, copyright. Oh yeah, people usually edit music over it, right? That like instrumental kind of music.
No, I know. It's usually getting the groove and the vibe of things, having background music. And I love it.
Yes. That's one thing about me. I'm always having music playing wherever I'm at. But I get that runs into issues with the live stream. So guys, your curls are just going to be kind of looking like this. You can, just leave them. Don't brush through them quite yet. Just curl it and leave it. Let it sit. Not going to be using a ton of hairspray while we're curling the hair because we're not going for longevity of the curl. Just going for a quick style.
Not Top has a very good question. Did Jodie create the process for how she's doing your hair? Yes, Jodie is a professional and knows exactly what she's doing when it comes to hair. She knows not to spray it with hairspray now.
With some styles, I do that process,
yes.
But that all depends on person's certain hair texture and how long we want it to hold and all of that. So I didn't bring my got to be super glued blasting hairspray today because we don't want to freeze you.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do use a lot of hairspray.
Yes. But Jodie does know the process. And yes, she is making it up so you guys get to see.
So for my hot tool, I am using Hot Tools, and it gets up to 430 degrees. And I do have it all the way up on the highest heat just to make sure that I can get through curling her hair quickly.
Good question. 45th Clown. What is the usual type of music you listen to while working, and do you pick it or the client? Okay, so prep days, I pick it because nobody else is there but me, and it's usually girly pop music that I can bounce around to from project to project. And then on shoot days, it's usually the same song that we're listening to over and 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 over again. That'd be about right.
Yeah, pretty much.
But what do you listen to?
We're doing a music video. So I generally like to listen to some sort of instrumental, like jungle beat house music. Most people compliment me on my music that it's a good background music and they're not distracted by trying to sing lyrics and words. So, I do a lot of weddings and things like that. So appealing to the masses is kind of hard, with certain genres of music. But when you have just like a little in the back, people away. And I'm a singer, so it's hard for me to play music with words and not sing them. So I like to play like instrumental house music.
That's funny. Odin does that exact same thing too. He has to have wordless music.
Yes, or else I get very distracted with the words.
Oh, I'm really good at ignoring things.
That is a skill. I'm not very good at ignoring things. Only ex-boyfriends.
Hi, Austin Lips. He says, hi, Felicia. Who's your friend? This is Jodie Collins.
Hello.
She is a professional makeup artist and hairstylist. We've worked together on lots of projects, and we're going to be working on a fun project later today. And so she is transforming me into a Barbie doll, the original retro vintage Barbie doll. And I'm so excited for that. And we're starting with hair and giving some curl and body to my nice straight hair today. So starting from nothing, and we will end up with Barbie. So yay!
All right, guys, I'm almost done curling all of her hair here, and then I'm going to start the ponytail process. I have a little trick up my sleeve to get our ponytail to stand up nice and high, because that is what everyone generally struggles with.
Right? You'd be surprised how hard it is to get a ponytail on the top of your head.
Yes. It requires a lot of arm strength when you're doing it yourself. So if you are trying to do this at home, definitely give yourself a couple arm breaks. Hold with one arm and then relax that one and do the other arm.
I laugh because it's true.
Definitely takes some arm strength and endurance.
Yeah, and I never realize how long my hair is until I have to put it in a
ponytail. I think this is the longest I've ever seen your hair.
Right?
Okay, guys, so her hair is all curled. This is what it should look like, nice and bouncy, okay?
I feel like Dorothy when the Wizard of Oz, when they're like,
when they dress her up and put the little ribbons right here, and then they got the lion, and it was like he had all the curls too. Oh my God, I love the lion's curls. They were so gorgeous. I always wanted to have those curls.
He did. I loved all their, right?
It was fantastic. Okay, so I just lightly sprayed the curls a little bit. Just gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna get my hair ties ready. So you're gonna need 2 hair ties for this.
I'm gonna get a drink break.
All right, so preferably you're gonna want a thicker hair tie like this.
Those heavy duty ones?
Yes. So the smaller ones don't really hold as well, and has a little bit more grip, and it makes it stand up a little tighter. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate the front part of this hair. Might as well go from the front here, back of the ears. So this is gonna be our veil piece that's gonna come in on our second ponytail. But our first ponytail is gonna be hidden underneath at the apex of the hair. So you're gonna.
So the secret is there's 2 ponytails.
There's 2 ponytails, and there's a little bit of teasing on that first ponytail. Okay, so now that front section is taken back, so basically just, you don't have to be perfect. It's better if it's not a perfect straight line. So then we're gonna section this in half, like a little circle right back here. And I'm gonna tease a little bit at the crown area to give us some extra height.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take my Mason Pearson brush. It's a bristle-based brush, and this is going to give us a really nice packed tease, okay? You're going to hold up hair up high, take it right in the mid shaft, and pull down, down, down. I'm going to do that one more time with another little small section back here. Down, 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 down. Okay. So it should look like something like this, right? I love it. So this is going to be our first ponytail. And that's what's going to help us have that ponytail stand up nice and high, okay? So go ahead and keep your head down for me. And I'm going to go ahead and get that pony in.
If you hear any building in the background, our neighbors are working on their fence.
Yeah, they were jackhammering earlier. I was like, oh no, that's not going to be good for live, but thank God they're not anymore.
But we are definitely live, that is for sure.
Okay, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might want to go a little bit higher,
Yeah.
but let's see here.
Yeah, I think you could go.
Yeah, I could go a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that.
It takes me back to the days when I had to have the ponytail right here for gymnastics.
Oh yeah, real high up. And the reason we can't do it too high is because we have to hide this second pony. So.
And then there's bangs that I gotta get in there.
Yeah.
I understand.
So it'll take a minute to get your ponytail positioning right, but
It's worth
yeah, it's worth it. And you definitely want some volume in the base of that pony anyways. So the teasing is gonna go a long way for you guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna push this up a little bit higher here. There we go. And this does not have to be perfect by any means. This second ponytail can be a little messy.
Just like when I do my real Barbie's hair.
Okay, so see how we've got some good height there? Turn your head to the side.
Yeah.
Got a nice little section there that's got your pony teased up in the middle, okay? So now this is where the magic happens. Now we're gonna be bringing all the rest of that hair up around that ponytail. I'm gonna do a little bit more teasing in this little front section that I brought back. So you're gonna wanna go from the front pieces down to the side, bring your side pieces down. That you do not want teased because you want that nice and tight. So we're just gonna tease this a little bit here. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna come in with our second pony. And this, now you're gonna take your sides. We're gonna take our Mason Pearson brush and we're just gonna brush everything up around the corners and the sides. Take a little bit of hairspray. I've got some Tresemme 5 Strong Holds, one of my favorites on the market. Holds really well, smells great, and it's cheap.
Best part.
I go through a lot of hairspray, so I don't like buying them $20 bottle of hairsprays, but sometimes I do for my clients that insist, but I go through quite a bit, so Tresemme is my go-to. Sponsor me, Tresemme!
Right?
We'll have to tag them in this. Okay, so it's very important to have a bristle brush like this to get a nice brush up because we want this to be really smooth.
The right tools make the job so much easier.
Absolutely. A little bit more spray on this side here.
My hair already feels more Barbie-esque.
Oh yes, you're feeling the fluff.
I'm feeling the floof. I definitely am. There is a reason that of all people, I always bring you in on projects.
All right, so this arm's getting tired, so I just kind of switched it for a second to give my arm a break there. I'm trying to push this pony up as high as I possibly can. All right, that looks pretty good and high right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna keep brushing till I get it as smooth as I want it. Keep spraying those little flyaways away. We're almost ready to secure the second pony. So as you guys can already tell, just with my hand being around the pony, it's giving it some significant lift.
Oh yeah.
And then after I do this pony, then I'm gonna go in and wrap the pony. So we don't see the elastic hair tie.
I'm utterly amazed that there are two ponytails in there.
So see, instantly we've got nice, just looking straight. See, she's got that nice bump there. And I'm gonna tease that a little bit more though, okay? But instantly we've got some fun hair, okay? So now what I'm gonna do to cover the ponytail, I lift the ponytail all the way up and I'm gonna take a little smidgen of the hair from the back. It's gonna look like this, okay? You wanna pull that out, brush it a little bit, spray just a little bit here, and then rub your fingers on it to get that hair nice and tight and compact. And then you're going to go ahead and wrap the pony. Just wrap it around. That's also going to give our pony another extra bounce and lift. All right. Once you get down to that small little edge space, I like to take a hairpin. So
That's
these,
there between.
oh, sorry. These have a little space in them, as you guys can see here. So it's not a tight in bobby pin, okay? This is gonna help create it not being too uncomfortable for yourself, but it will still hold. Okay, so I just popped that right in there on the side, put a little bit of spray on it, and that's good to go, okay? So now I'm gonna come back in here and I'm gonna tease just a little bit more, but I'm gonna put some of my favorite product that I use to get any hair texture volume, okay? It's called a texturizing powder. It's called Invisible Pump Me Up, okay? I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. Focus for me.
Put your hand behind it so that it's not trying to read the background. There you go.
I don't know if you guys were able to read that, but we'll do something in the comments to let you know exactly what the product is. So this is a texturizing powder. So you're going to just want to pump that powder into there.
It's a spray, but it's a powder.
It's a powder, yeah. So when you pump this little thing, this powder comes out, and it's texturizing powder. So it just gives your hair a little bit of extra grip. That way when we tease, it holds that bounce. Okay, so you're going to tease that and just kind of brush the veil over the top a little bit. You don't want to brush it too much because then you take away your volume there. And there we go. We've got a nice high pony there, okay? So now I'm going to come in and take this little piece that we strapped out on the side. I'm just going to curl that real quick with one fell swoop. I'm going to go ahead and brush that out again. So this is all just going to be one curl, okay? Once again, go in with the curling iron here. That curl in there. All right, that looks good. Okay, now for this section, I'm going to take the whole piece up. Go ahead and close your eyes for me. I'm going to put a little bit more of that texturizing powder right here at the base of the hair. I'm going to go in with my Mason Pearson brush as well. And we're just going to do a couple teases to get some volume here.
Oh, this throws me back to childhood. The higher the bangs,
the closer to God.
Right? Oh my gosh, how tall were your bangs? As big as I could make them.
I had bangs that were cut from here to here, so I had those like super deep.
Did you look like DJ Tanner?
Yes, 100%.
I'm picturing it.
I literally was like the Olsen twins. Like I had their haircut. We had the same birthday. It was ridiculous.
Oh my gosh,
I was in love with Uncle Jesse. I still am. John Stamos, if you're out there, mwah, I love you. Please come to my birthday.
Right.
Okay, guys. So after I tease, what I do is I hold my hand under here, and then I take that bristle brush and I just gently comb over the top. Okay. So this is what I like to call a tease veil. So we're just going to gently get this veil. We're focusing on the top of the hair here because this is what's going to be seen. Okay, once I get a nice, beautiful veil here, I come in with a light spray, kind of far away, and I lift it up and I just kind of gently drag my hands over it to put any of those little baby hairs in place. Close your eyes. And I gently come over. This is one of my other very favorite styling tools. It's called Amped Up, and it is a teasing comb. You guys can see here, it's got a nice little tail, and it's got a nice tightly packed bristle.
Yeah, you don't realize how much it comes in handy, the little details like a fine tip for a comb or lots of bristles together to make.
Yes. Ooh, so sorry.
No worries.
I'm going to smack you in your face there. Okay, close your eyes. Keep your mouth closed.
It's okay, I'm awake.
Okay, guys, now I'm going to get these little other baby hairs in here real quick. It's going to be time to roll this bad boy up in just a second here. I am very much so a perfectionist for the tops of these, but let's move forward. Okay, one more little spray. Now we're going to roll, okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to come all the way down to the bottom. Just brush that out so it's nice and smooth. I'm going to get my bobby pin ready. So I'm going to need those right away. And just two, if you have one large bobby pin, that will work. But you can come in with two regular sized ones. Okay, guys, now we're going to take it out at a straight angle here. And you're just going to wrap the bottom hairs around your two fingers here. And then you're going to grab that little donut circle and you're going to wrap down with your two fingers until you reach the base of the head, just like that, okay? So you're going to keep one hand in there and you're going to use that to open up your bobby pin, and then you're going to come right in at the base of that head. Pop that bobby pin in there. Instantly, you've got your Barbie bang. Okay, so then you're going to come in on the other side because it's not going to be secured on both sides unless you come in, okay? Just go in and pop that bobby pin in there. Now what I like to do is I come in with my fingers and I kind of just gently spread it out to the length that I want. Kind of push on it a little bit to make it nice and bouncy and fluffy. And everyone's is going to be different depending on the, symmetricalness of your head and whatnot and your hairline. But this is a very achievable look for almost anybody with a decent length hair. You can even do this with medium length hair.
Oh, we got some comments. Austin Lives is saying, having help is very good. Nice hair, Felicia. Jodie, sorry I forgot the name. Well, thank you, Austin Lives. And Not Top, this seems like it would be really hard to do on your own. Honestly, Jodie's a professional, but she did her own hair. All by herself. And now she's showing you and me how to do this because I am blown away by the double ponytail trick. I thought I knew what she was talking about when she said a double ponytail, and I didn't. And I absolutely love what she did. So I'm going to have to try it on my own. So.
Okay, guys, so just tightening up a little bit with some hairspray, and she is all done here.
I do feel like I have Barbie hair. This is a Barbie ponytail.
Yes, absolutely.
Never mind.
And from behind, shake it out. So nice volume, right? Look at that from the side. Just turn your head to the side. See, look at all that. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous Barbie pony.
Definitely feels like Barbie.
And then you add in some glasses and boom. Even though we're going to do that makeup next. And then do a little cat liner and some red lips. So glasses always make that look though, for sure.
It really does.
Okay, we'll take a little water break here.
Yes, stay hydrated.
All right. I'm just going to turn off my curling iron and get it out of my way here so I don't burn myself. Set right to the side.
Thank you, Not Top. Says that's awesome. I think this is the most Barbie-rific my hair's ever looked.
Barbie-rific, I love that.
Oh, please believe I have tried I've done all sorts of Barbie hair. I love doing floofy hair. I just crimped my hair the other day because I wanted floofy hair. Mm-hmm. Barbie hair is goals.
Absolutely, always.
Yes.
Okay. All right, before I move on to her makeup, just going to sanitize my hands real quick. Got some of the hairspray off of my fingers. And do you have any skincare or lotion or anything on your face right now?
Actually, no.
Okay, perfect. So
Nothing
I'm just going to start with a little bit of lotion. Always make sure your face makeup sit a little bit better, go on easier, smoother, all those good things. That's exactly what we want from our face makeup, right?
Yeah. Not Top. You're having a Barbie birthday party, aren't you? Yes, I am. I am 100% this year having a Barbie birthday party. It comes out after the Barbie. My birthday's after the Barbie movie comes out, so we're doing a Barbie pool party.
It's gonna be epic. Okay, so some of my favorite face makeup on the market right now is Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. It's one of my favorite formulations ever, I think. So first I'm just going to be starting with a little lotion, just going in on all areas of her face, just massaging that in there.
Smells yummy.
Yeah. I'm just using a little bit of oil of Oilade today, but you guys are more than welcome to use your favorite moisturizers. I would stay away from using an SPF just at this point, unless you are going to be outside. SPF lotions tend to add a little bit of flash of white to the face when you're doing your makeup. But if you got to have it and you're very, very fair skinned, by all means, please do that. For very fair skinned people, it kind of doesn't matter because you're so fair already.
Yeah. It's the time of the year that I try. Feel like, well, at least I have my foundation. It has SPF in it, right?
Right. Okay, so now I'm just mixing a little bit of my face makeup with the lotion. And I'm just hitting her main areas here. And then I'll be going in with a different brush to blend everything out. This process always takes probably the longest, but I like to get the skin looking really good.
Oh, Jodie, while I'm thinking about it, where can they find your work, your Instagram?
I've got a couple different Instagrams, but most of my stuff is on Jodie D. Collins, Jodie, middle initial D, last name Collins, Collins. And you can check out my tagged work there. I've gotten really lazy on my Instagram and just let people tag me on stuff, and then I tell people, just go look at my tagged work.
Right?
I need a lot of time to sit down and revamp all my content, but I've got a lot of fun stuff there.
That is a really good point. I am tagged in a lot of stuff. Yeah. I was trying to think of where to go get.
On my Instagram, I was thinking about just putting a post saying, go look at my tag work. Because that's what where my tagged work is on my page is what my page should look like. I wish I could just go boop and switch them.
Yes, but you're constantly working. And then by the time you're allowed to post things, you forget about it.
Exactly. It's so hard. That is the hardest part about being a creator. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to come in and put just a little bit of Tarte concealer underneath her eyes and on top. Because our main goal is just to blank out the skin right now so we can get that.
So I can look plastic.
Epic Barbie look, exactly.
It's fantastic.
Okay, close your eyes for me.
I like the smell of makeup.
I know, this Tarte stuff actually smells really good. But I also use a really beautiful smelling brush cleaner. Open your eyes, look all the way up. On top of, I wash and condition all my brushes with Paul Mitchell Tea Tree shampoo and conditioner. So they're always smelling really good. I like it when my clients say, "Oh, your brushes smell so good."
Right.
That's a big thing with doing hair and makeup. People are very drawn to scents.
It's very intimate because it's right in your face.
Right in your face, exactly. All right, that blended in nicely. Okay, close your eyes one more time for me. Okay, now that we have finished that, I'm going to come in and put a little bit of cheek on her. I'm going to do a little bronzer blush combo. Barbie generally had a little bit of a pink cheek, so we're going to go for that style.
45th Clown. That was so quick for such a dramatic style.
Thank you.
You are on it. You really have to be quick with people, don't you?
You do. You really, I have to be very quick, especially doing weddings and doing photo shoots and music videos. Okay, so I'm just going to come in with my Morphe palette. I'm just going to be using one of my bronzers here to come in really high on her cheek. Sorry. Yes. I'm going to come in really high on her cheek here, kind of starting in that temple. Just brushing upwards a little bit. We want to keep the cheek nice and high. And she just needs a little bit there so you guys can see. Boom, just instantly, just a little bit, okay? Coming on the other side here. You want to do upward motions. You don't want to be dragging downwards or come into this zone at all, okay? I am just going to hit the apple of the cheek just a little bit, but that's where I'm keeping room and space for my pink apple of my cheek. I always like to do a little bit right on the tip of the nose and then come right around on the top of the forehead. Sometimes a little bit on the jawline, but we're not contouring like Kim Kardashian today because Barbie didn't do that. Okay, now I'm going to be coming in with one of my other really favorite palettes is the Dior blush palette, blush and bronzer palette. I'm going to be taking that beautiful metallic pink and getting that right on the top of her cheeks there. Give us that gorgeous Barbie glow. Okay, so you just want to dab that right on the top of the cheek there. Kind of drag it in to the rest of the makeup and hit that nose a little bit of the forehead. And boom. Okay, we're done with the cheek. Now we're going to come in with some Laura Mercier finishing powder. This is also one of my favorite finishing powders.
What does a finishing powder do?
So basically what it does is it sets your face makeup and your concealer and makes sure to control any shine, and it also minimizes your pores. So it gives us that very airbrushed finish look, kind of just like that perfect Barbie skin that we want, okay?
So if you notice it, you did it right. If you don't notice it, you did it right.
Correct, exactly. Okay, so now I'm just gonna start dab a little bit on her forehead, a little bit on her nose, a little bit on her chin, and then just kind of buff that out and blend that out everywhere. I even go over the top of her eyes. And I will have her open her eyes after I'm done the whole face, and then I'll come back in with a little bit underneath her under eye to catch that concealer. Look all the way up. So most of the time, it's very natural for the concealer to crease a little bit while you're working. So just as you get to it, just go back and blend it out from the creases, and then come back in with that powder as soon as possible to make sure that that creasing doesn't continue, okay? So open look all the way up for me. Got one little eyelash right there. There we go. Okay, guys, now I'm just coming in, getting that powder right underneath that under eye.
And just a tip for somebody who's getting their eyeballs poked at by a makeup artist, look off into the space, find a distant spot where they're pointing to just stare at.
Yes.
And then it's easier not to blink and feel like you're being overwhelmed by stuff coming at your eyeballs.
Yes.
Which instinctively gives a lot of people defenses like blinking and this reaction.
I've definitely learned to work around all the blinks, but it's nice if you do focus into a certain area.
Yeah, just look off into space, find a dot, stare at it, and just look over there while they're poking at your eyes. It really does help.
Okay, so for the brows, I'm just going to do the tiniest little bit of powder on them, just because you don't need much. You've already got a nice brow there. We just want a little bit of depth for the camera and the ring light. I'm just taking a nice little taupe color here with an angled brush and just gently going over the shape that she already has. We're not creating a new shape. We're not doing anything crazy like that. As you guys could probably tell on the original Barbie, she had a little bloop of an eyebrow. So we're just going with Felicia's natural shape here. And just kind of brushing that powder through just to give some more depth. Okay, and now we're moving on to the eyeshadow. We are going to come in with some champagne eyeshadow. This is actually one of my favorite formulations. Don't come at me, YouTube. It's CoverGirl. It's one of my favorite highlighters. This is champagne. Can't go wrong with it. It's
tried and true.
It's a tried and true. It's one of the first highlighter formulations out there. So I just pop a little bit of that into the corners of her eyes here. Right in that tear duct. Just kind of do a little circular motion. And I bring that right up underneath her brow here. Kind of gentle swiping motions. As well as here. I'm also going to hit the very top of her lid. just very quickly here. This is a very effortless Barbie, vintage Barbie eye. Okay, look all the way up, open all the way up. I'm going to go ahead and take okay, look all the way up, open all the way up. I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way underneath her lash line here. This actually really brightens the eye, makes it look nice and open. And actually placing the highlighter underneath the eye like this really helps from any mascara or eyeliner running. If it's going to run anywhere or will go into your corners, it won't go underneath your eye.
Ooh, pro tip right there.
Yes. Okay, so I'm also going to take this same highlighter and I'm just going to come in with my little fan brush here. I'm going to hit her little cupid's bow there. I'm going to hit the tip of her nose. I'm going to hit the little side beams of her cheek. A little bit over the top. If you get a little bit closer to this, oh, you can see your little instant lift on the nose and the eyes. That shine really, really brightens things up there.
I really feel Barbie.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have DJ Stumpy here. Hi, DJ Stumpy. Welcome. Before we do lips.
Yes, before you do lips, drink all the drinks.
Although Jodie told me about the secret lipstick that I absolutely am in love with, and I can't find mine.
Oh no! Well, I brought mine. We're gonna use it on you today.
Okay, it's like my favorite because I wore it in Disneyland and I didn't have to touch it up once.
Not once, all day, baby. Okay, so I'm using one of my. Unfortunately, this company is not in business anymore. They were a local Sacramento makeup company, Pinky Rose. Love their stuff. Have been working from this palette for a very long time, but I'm just going to be taking a really natural, neutral brown right here. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Pretty light here. Okay, so we're just taking that and we're just going to do a little bit right in her crease here. Okay, I'll just place that right there. Tap a little bit of the extra off. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with another blending brush. Blend that out a little bit there. Okay, so see that gave her just a little bit of depth in the eye there. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit of a darker brown just to deepen that crease a little bit. Just kind of dab it on the little corners here. And then you're going to want to take that brush that you used for powder underneath the under eyes, and you're just going to blend that out. Very simple. Okay, and then that is the eyeshadow. Okay, so you're all done with the shadow. And now we are going to be moving on to doing the eyeliner. There are many different ways to apply a cat liner. One of the things that I'm going to suggest today for you guys at home, because I generally use Inglot, cake liner and use a brush and all of that, but that gets very complicated, okay? So one of my favorite drugstore liquid liners is the Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner, okay? This thing has an amazing felt tip on it. I'll show you guys in just a second.
So it's like a fancy pen.
Yeah, it's like a fancy pen. This is a malleable thing here. It can bend and move, but it gives really amazing color, okay? So this is going to help you guys get precise lines at home, okay? So even though you're not a professional, this will help you get closer to that, okay? All right, so you're going to go ahead and look down, but don't close. Just keep your chin, yeah, perfect, just like that. I'm just going to come right in here to that. The reason I'm having her look down and not close is because I can get right in on that little corner right there. Okay, and we're going to let that dry for a second before I have her close her eyes to finish the rest of the liner look. And then after we do the liner, we just pop the lashes on, mascara, and then it'll be time for the lips. So we're almost towards the end, guys. Okay, go ahead and close your eyes for me. So now that I've made that one line, I'm going to start at the very end of her eye, not where the wing would be. I'm just going to come in and meet those lines together. Okay, and it should look something like that. Okay, just one nice clean line. Okay, and then I'm gonna have you open your eyes and look straight for me. So this is the important part here to get your wing right, is looking straight and where you can angle it. So where it's not gonna be squiggly. Okay, look down just a little bit more. Yeah, right there. So I'm just gonna angle my brush right out to the side here. Place it right there, and I'm gonna drag it all the way in. Just want to connect that line there, okay? So then sometimes what I like to do is take my finger underneath here. I have these awesome long nails that help me with little things like this. And I just take that and swoop it out a little bit so it gives it a really nice finished detailed edge. Okay, so this isn't the most complicated winged liner, but it's giving us exactly the look that we want. Okay, so just that little tiny wing, nothing too crazy, okay? Now I'm going to come in on the other side and repeat that same process. Go ahead and look down, but don't close. Chin up just a little bit for me to keep those eyes down. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a second.
Starting to get a little watery out there.
Yeah, definitely keep blinking your eyes. Whatever you do, don't try not to blink, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I work around your natural blink pattern. You're not gonna mess anything up for me, okay? That's one thing that I like to assure my clients on, is that I'll never tell you not to blink.
Normal bodily function. Okay?
Absolutely, exactly. Okay, go ahead and close your eyes for me. So once again, guys, I'm gonna come in on the other side here. Get right down on her lid. We want it as close to the lash line as possible. So that way when we put our lashes on, we don't see any spaces. Okay, I've got that line, and now I'm going to do the same trick where I just have her look straight. Yep, just like that. Okay, and that's looking pretty good. Now we just want to check on our length of our, yeah, that one's a little bit longer, so I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup. So the brush that you had when you were putting the concealer on, it should have a little bit of concealer left over there, and this is also a very good way of sharpening up the end of that tail here. You just kind of gently brush underneath. Look at me real quick. Okay, because I made this one a little bit longer on this side, I'm just going to add a little bit more to this side, but I'm going to also just even out one little space here. Okay, a little bit more on this side. Okay, think that's a little bit more even there. Now we're gonna move on to the lashes, some of my favorite parts.
I like how it's just like you think you're wearing makeup and then you put on lashes. It's like boom, blank.
Yes, exactly. All right, guys. So today I'm just using some double-edged lashes here. They've got 2 little rows that are nice and wispy. They have a little bit of a dark band on them, so that will add a little bit more depth on the eye as well, okay? So for my eyelashes, personally, I have very big round eyes. I don't ever have to cut my lashes, but I like to measure all my lashes for anyone who I'm putting them on. So same process, you're gonna look down and don't close your eye. And I'm just gonna bend the lash, give the lashes a little roundabout way that'll help their insides from not popping up. Okay, so look down and I'm just gonna do a little measuring here. Yeah, so it looks like I'm just gonna take a couple centimeters off.
DJ Spunky says, awesome. Makeup isn't my normal thing I'd watch. However, my daughter has her prom soon, so a single dad, I'm getting tips. Don't know when prom started here in the UK. Certainly wasn't a thing in my day. Honestly, I'm excited. More reasons to play dress up.
There are so many amazing artists in the UK. I'm sure you would have no problem finding someone to help you with your big day. So definitely start shopping around in your little local areas, go to your local makeup shops and ask the girls that work at the shops, because most of the time they work part-time doing hair and makeup on the side when they're not at the makeup shops.
Yeah. And way to be a supportive dad.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, guys, so I'm taking my Duo Lash Glue. This is my latex-free Duo Lash Glue. This is a translucent drying lash glue that is so quick, and translucent drying, meaning that anything that it goes on top of, whatever color it's on top of, it's going to dry that color. So if it's on top of the area where the eyeshadow is, it's going to dry that color. If it's on top of where the eyeliner is, it's going to dry that color. Okay, continue to look down, but don't close. So I also use this process while connecting my eyelashes on, because when the eyes are closed, there's more of a chance that that glue is going to get on that bottom lid there, and we do not want that.
No eyes glued shut.
Yes, no eyes glued shut here. Okay, so I kind of let that dry a little bit, and everyone's always like, how do you work with these nails? But they're built-in tweezers and built-in parters.
They're like built-in chopsticks.
Yes, they're definitely tools of my trade. During the pandemic, when I didn't have my nails, boy, did I have to learn how to redo things.
I remember that.
Open your eyes, look up. Perfect. How does that feel? Any pokies anywhere?
No pokies.
Perfect. So for those of you guys that are putting on lashes for the first time at home, I know it can be very tricky. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to get it perfect on the first time, because it is a very difficult thing that you just got to learn your own eye, okay? But the small techniques that I told you today should help you along the way, okay?
It's giving them this side versus this side.
Yes.
It's crazy how big of a difference and how
instantly it opens the eye. Yeah, it's very subtle, but it instantly opens the eye and makes it look fun and flirty and definitely Barbie-esque.
Yes. Not Top says that eye makeup is totally classic Barbie look. Nice.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to come back in on the other side and we're going to measure again, because not everyone's eyeballs are exactly the same, okay? So always trust the process.
They're sisters, not twins.
Absolutely. Okay, so just a little bit off the edges here. Also, guys, make sure when you're cutting your lashes, if you're going to take some off of one side, take it off of the other, okay? So just even out that space there.
Oh, that makes sense. I usually just take them off of the little side so I can have all the long ones.
Right. Well, and sometimes you only need to take a little bit off the inside, but I like to even it out. Just give
good centered.
Good ratio. Yeah, center it.
This is experience right here. This is why we listen.
Yes.
It's like, it sounds like experience on that one.
Okay, look down, but don't close. Obviously, when placing them on, you're going to want to use 2 hands to get it right in the center there. And then, this lash glue is so sticky and so perfect that you can just see that it grabs instantly to the eye. But you definitely want to tuck it right in there, right into that lash line. And also, if you guys will notice, I have not done any mascara yet. This is also a very great way to connect your lashes with your fake eyelashes to make it look as natural and also as comfortable as possible.
This corner is poking me.
Poking you a little bit? Okay, look, yeah, because it didn't go all the way in there. There we go. And if there ever are pokies after you put them on, you can always release it, cut a little bit, and continue on. Okay, open.
Much better.
That feel better?
Yeah.
Great, awesome. Okay, give them a little close up on what those look like without the mascara on yet. Open your eyes, yeah, so they can see. And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in and we're gonna connect those lashes that don't have any mascara on them, and it's gonna connect them together and they're gonna feel nice and tight. Also, what you will notice if you have worn lashes or if you have darker lashes, the set of lashes is darker than normal, you're going to feel that you can see them for a little while, but your eyes will naturally adjust to the darkness and they will start to look past them. But that's a feeling that you definitely get when you first start wearing lashes, okay? Okay, so for putting mascara on, I'm just going to have her look straight. You can blink whenever you need to. Whatever you do, don't try not to blink, okay? So I'm just going to come in here and raise her lid a little bit. Now remember, you can blink whenever you need. It actually kind of helps me when you blink because then I smash it in there a little bit more. So first I focus on the edge lashes because those are the ones we really want to work into that lash line there. Then I'm going to have you look this way, but up a little bit. There we go. So I can get into those inner corners just a little bit better. And you're just going to keep working that in there until you kind of see those little blonde lashes disappear right into the lash line. Okay, that looks great. How's that feel?
Feels more glued together.
Perfect. Yeah, it feels more secure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'm going to get a fresh spoolie here. We're going to go ahead and come in on the other side here. Okay, look straight. You can still blink whenever you need to.
Oh, you're Toby, we're jumping all around.
So guys, the mascara that I'm using is a clean working mascara. And what that means is that it's very thin and kind of wet. So it creates little tubes on your lashes. But this has been my favorite mascara for such a long time. It's not clumpy. It's very clean and smooth. It looks so good once you put it on top of the lashes. I find a lot of other mascaras really clump up and flake quite a bit. And this one I've never had an issue with for almost 15 years doing makeup with this mascara. So also one of my favorites.
I'm gonna have to take a picture of that.
Yes.
I definitely like your recommendations.
Thank you. Yeah, I get hated on sometimes for the drugstore makeup, but I used to work for, makeup companies and I used to see the main ingredients and things. And, with a lot of designer makeup, you're really just paying for packaging and fragrancing and other things. Now, there are some, designer makeups that just gotta have, like the Giorgio Armani face makeup and things like that. And you'll find as you get into doing your own makeup and finding new things, you might just really love a Maybelline piece, or you might just really love a Giorgio Armani. They're all kind of created equally, okay? A lot of them are the same initial compounds. Okay, so your top lashes are done. I am going to come in with just a little bit of mascara underneath the bottom. We're not going for too deep of a look on the bottom lash here. So I'm going to come in with one more time with a fresh spoolie here.
What's a spoolie?
So a spoolie is just a mascara wand.
It's fancy word for mascara wand. Yes, I love it.
It's a fancy word for mascara wand, exactly. Okay, I'm going to come on this side, so you're going to go open up your eyes, look all the way up for me. You can still blink whenever you need to. Just going to dust a little bit on that bottom lash line. Now this will also help open up the eye a little bit. Now, if you find that you don't have a lot of lashes on the bottom, you can absolutely skip this. Look all the way up. You can absolutely skip this step. The only thing that I would suggest is just to come in with a little bit of powder on your lash line on the bottom, preferably like a darker brown, and just do a little bit right on your lash line. And I will do that on her today just so we can show you guys, okay? Look all the way up. Okay, perfect. Just a little bit of cleanup underneath the under eye here. And guys, we're getting real close to the end here, getting our red lips on, and those red lips are going to absolutely complete that look. So I hope you guys have been trying to follow along and do a little bit here, but you guys can also come back and continue to watch this if you ever get lost in your steps.
Right?
So I'm just going to keep the mascara that's already been on this, and we're just going to come in with a little bit more on the bottom here.
I feel like you're like a fairy with a magic wand going tickle, tickle, tickle.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is a skill that still even a lot of very seasoned makeup artists really struggle with. This is a very intimate thing to do with someone. Get mascara on their bottom lashes. And personally, for myself, I actually do my bottom lashes before any of my other makeup because I like to work mine out a lot and get them very defined. And then I come back in with the rest of my makeup. So maybe I'll do a little tutorial for you guys on that another time. Okay, look all the way up for me. Just doing a little bit more cleanup underneath the eye because it's very normal to get little black smudges when you're doing your bottom mascara. And that's why some people like to skip it, but I personally think it adds tremendously to the looks. Okay, now to come in for that little line, the little powder line underneath the eye. I'm just going to take a really small angled brush here and just get a little bit of dark brown powder, and just a little bit goes a long way. So open your eyes, look all the way up for me. I'm just going to come right in here on the lash line, just a little bit more depth. So I pretty much hit all of that under eye there. And then I come in and blend it out a little bit, just to give it a really nice, soft, defined look.
So we don't want to look like we're trying too hard, right?
No, exactly. Okay, open, look all the way up. Okay, and just a little bit of blending there, and then we're going to be moving on to those lips. Beautiful. All right, and now her eye is finished. We'll get you guys a closer look in just a minute here after I get her lips on. Okay, guys, so another one of my top drugstore recommendations for this amazing lip look here is the NYX Lingerie XXL. And the color for this is On Fuego. Okay, so this is a hot red. This is considered like an orange red a little bit because it's very, very bright and hot. Okay, there's a lot of different color reds within this line here. There's blue reds, there's true reds, there's orange reds, red reds. So this is one of my favorites. It's very poppy and very classic true vintage, okay? This, I'm going to be using just straight applicator on her lip as you get to the best application with this product, okay? The lip applicator is very soft and has a perfectly lined tip, so I can get that Cupid's bow right at the top, okay? That's actually where I'm going to be starting the lip application, is right at her Cupid's bow, because that was the classic Barbie look where she had that pointed lip, okay? So here we go, guys. We're going to turn you this way here, and you're just going to slightly open your mouth a little bit for me. I'm going to come in here and place where I'd like that first Cupid's bow to go. Come in there and place it right on that little second one. Make your little point. And then connect them together, but leave a little bit of that space there. Open a little bit wider for me. And you're just going to want to come in and come from the side, with the tip facing downwards and bringing it up the sides. Because when we're studying geometry, we know we can make a better, more circular line going from downwards to upwards, okay? And then we're going to do the opposite on this lip, okay? Try it this way a little bit and open a little bit more. Oh, it looks like I went way too far over for your Cupid's bow on this side, but we can fix that. Okay, lick your tooth real quick because I just got on your tooth. Okay, I overshot on one side for her lip, but that's okay. All I'm going to do is come down here and take one little quick swipe. And I'm just going to put a little bit of face makeup on that. I'm fixing my boo-boo here, guys.
Like a true professional.
So it's important when you are working with this stuff that if you do make a mistake, you take it off instantly with a wet baby wipe, and then you come back in and repowder and conceal, okay? It's very important to do that step.
Because this is a permanent red.
Yes.
And once it's on, it's on.
Once it's on, it's on, and we want to get this as perfect as possible. Okay, so I just fixed it with a little bit of concealer there. I also need to come back in with my highlight because that was a very important part of the Cupid's bow. And it pops tremendously when you have that going there. Okay, now that that's fixed, I'm going to come in and just, it's because I wasn't facing straight on you, so I got to turn her from the camera, okay? There we go. Okay, that's much better. So if you guys could see instantly just that top lip, she's got that little Cupid's arrow bow that we like to see, okay? So now's the easy part. Now's the bottom lip. Now I like to go a little bit outside of the vermilion line. That is the line that is right on the outside of your lips, and it's just going to give you the illusion of a bigger lip. Go and open all the way for me. And this applicator helps tremendously hitting that line nicely. Okay, just gently blot your lips for me there. And we are all done.
I feel like a Barbie doll.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. So, is it a big difference? Does it look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup?
Tell us what you guys think in the comments.
Right? Let's see what people are saying. Big Bob Props says, wow, that looks amazing. Thank you, Big Bob's Props. DJ Stumpy says, sadly, in my town, we are secondhand shops and coffee shops. Like the special song in the town is becoming like a ghost town.
Oh.
45th Clown says, I volunteer as a model because I am fairly well bearded. I'm sure you would make a lovely model. DJ Stumpy says, I wonder if colleges do anything with hair systems. I'd be interested in seeing myself with hair instead of skinhead. Play with wigs.
Yes, there's lots of amazing men's toupees out on the market these days. You would be shocked at what is possible.
Yes.
And it's very realistic. And I feel that if women can wear extensions and makeup, so can men.
Right? Guys invented it in the first place.
They did.
DJ Stumpy asked my daughter's mom, my phone deleted part of my previous message. Okay. Okay. DJ Stumpy, Felicia, any more on the suit dissection? I am still sourcing a suit for that. Like I said, I have to get an ethically sourced suit because I don't want to just rip up any old suit. It needs to be at the end of its life, and I'm in the process of getting that. I have a few options for my brother, so working on that one. Oh, may I say what a smashing blouse you have on? Help, I use up all my great chat up lines. Well, thank you. This kind of felt very vintage Barbie, and when she wore this, I was like, I have to wear this.
Yeah, I went for the black and white check today. It
Yeah.
seemed like a good reach.
It really did, didn't it? We were on the same wavelength, weren't we? And then for fifth cloud, the makeup looks fantastic, right?
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
So now we are all ready to do work on our project. Thank you guys for joining us live. I'm going to end the live stream right here now that the makeup and hair is done.
Yay.
And I will see you guys on the next project.
Bye, guys.
And end. And end.